Today we're going to talk about one of the most important people in British history, a man known as William the Conqueror. He was born in France, but he invaded England and became the king there. His invasion was one of the most significant events in European history, and it greatly changed England and the English language. William was born around 1027 in Normandy, France. He wasn't the king of France, but he was a duke, which is someone related to the king. His early life was quite difficult, and there were lots of fights for control of Normandy. William was successful, however, and he managed to take control of another two areas of France, Brittany and Maine. He had one other advantage too. He was distantly related to the King of England. This king's name was Edward. Because King Edward hadn't got any children, he said that William could take over after he died. However, after Edward did die in 1066, someone else in England tried to take power. This man was called Harold, and he was one of the most powerful men in the English aristocracy. Many other people in this English aristocracy supported Harold, maybe because he was English and not French like William. William was extremely angry at all of this. He had been promised by Edward that he would be king next, and now Harold had come along and tried to take power instead. William decided to raise a large army and invade England. Just before they actually invaded from the south, William had a piece of good luck. Norway had just invaded England from the north. Harold had to go north to fight off Norway. He did this successfully, but it made his army weaker. Because William was also about to invade, Harold then had to take his army back down south, which made them very tired from all the walking. William invaded, and the two armies met at a place called Hastings, in the south of England. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 is one of the most famous events in British history. Every child learns about it at school. I even went on a trip to visit the place where the battle happened. William won the battle, and Harold was killed. There is even a famous story that Harold died by getting an arrow in the eye. With Harold and his army gone, William could take control of England and become the new king. This happened on Christmas Day. To learn more about the country he was now king of, he ordered a census. This was a survey of all the people in the country. This is now one of the most important historical documents we have, and it tells us a lot about what life was like 1,000 years ago. After William came to power, many changes happened in the country. William was French, so French people slowly took over from English people in the aristocracy. French was the language of the royal family and courts for hundreds of years. It has therefore had a large influence on the English language today. English was not originally that close to languages like French, Spanish, and Italian. It was originally closer to languages like German. But because of William the Conqueror, French words became common in English. English today is now a mixture of languages like German and French. Even though William was French, and he probably never learned to speak English himself, he changed English more than any other person. People like Shakespeare invented many new words, and definitely changed the language too. But by taking Old English and mixing it with French, modern English was really created by William. William is also the ancestor of every English king or queen that followed him. Even Queen Elizabeth today is related to him. Some scientists even think that up to 25% of all the people in England are related to him and his family. This is, of course, also true for many Americans and Australians who originally came from England. The name William also became very popular. A few hundred years after the invasion, it had become the most popular name in England. Even today, it's still number 8 in the most common names in the country. Our future king also shares this name. Prince William.